with Lopez, the 5. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Matthews in at the small forward position. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can't fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
What's their chemistry?
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Here is Matthews after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Here's Mitchell, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Houston. Tipped away. Covington kicks to Anthony. Over Matthews. Anthony's shot is off.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
On deep. Onto the Kumbo. No good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far. Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
They get it back. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
Here's Anthony. And here comes the break. Here's Mitchell. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Matthews. The Rockets with another miss. On offense here, the Bucks stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Covington. Rose in the post. He's guarded by Brogdon. Rose gets the bucket.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside Matthews. Giannis against Covington. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one a little long. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to Los Angeles. And the 3-ball is good.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that 3 when he's got some daylight.
Brogdon outside. The pass to Giannis. Shoots a fader. That shot off the mark. The Rockets go the other way with it.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
So it's the Bucks now. The Rockets making the shot. The Bucks working the ball around. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's no secret that speed is this team's strong suit. And their coach thinks that they're going to play to that strength. He said there's no reason to hold back. We want to push the action as much as possible, dictate pace, and play the game on our terms. We'll see if they can pull that off tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Harden's shot is off. Steal. Outside Anthony. The 3. The Rockets. And here's Harden for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
and doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Malcolm Brogdon, number 1.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Covington against Giannis. To halt the run, and it's good on the layup.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
Anthony's shot is off.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Now, Giannis. And that one drops. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one. Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Mitchell. Pass to Lopez. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And let's take a look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's numbers. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in scoring, 6th in rebounding, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy. Here's Rose. Connects on the 17-footer. 10 points for him.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Brogdon the pass to Lopez. Back to Brogdon. The dish to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Morris is checked in for Lopez. McDermott comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Carter in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Ennis. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them. Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Carter against Morris. Takes the 13-footer. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Mitchell finds Carter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like when you cover a lot of football where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns. I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
Morris with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Tucker. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tucker's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
And Bradley gets it to go.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Ennis. Now Harden. It's not going to go for him. Bradley with some nice D.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Stolen by Harden. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. Harden can't hit. Here's McDermott. The pass to Bradley. Passes it to McDermott. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. Morris against Carter. Here's Tucker. A miss that time would have put him up. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Now the feed to Morris. Carter outside. Back to Morris. Ariza with the rebound.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
And here's Harden for 3. They grab their own miss. And the wide open shot from Morris. Another miss by Houston.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Rockets trail. Outside Ariza. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
Trevor Ariza, one of those hard hat guys who you know you're going to get what you get from him on a nightly basis. Guard on defense and be a capable three-point shooter. Just comes to do his job.
Now here's McDermott. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Stolen by Harden. 3 on 3. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Harden.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Mitchell against Harden. 44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's Mitchell missing.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Ariza's been in the league a long time, so a great job of reading the defense with some rhythm that time.
Morris passes to Carter. Back to Morris, and so Milwaukee again turning it over.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Williams, he's checked in for the Bucks. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Harden surveying the D. Floats one. Good D by Williams.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets lead by 4. James Ennis played in Australia, Puerto Rico, the G League. He talked about his NBA journey.
This would be a rotation player.
And with the importance of the three ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. Taking a look at the Rockets. PJ Tucker is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Ennis. Then it's Harden. And it's Morris in at the point. Ariza has the open look from outside off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And stolen by Ariza. And it's the Rockets on the break. Ariza's got the ball. Ennis misses. Bucks trail by 4. Morris outside. Carter kicks to Mitchell. The Rockets pull it in. Here's Ariza. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They are just killing him on the interior.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Matthews, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Carter. The Rockets also changing it up. Grant, he's checked in for Ennis. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for James Harden. That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season 1 to their second season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. Player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play, wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season 1 to season 2, given the role and responsibility for that player. When you watch a guy whose ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's growth.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation. The Bucks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Robert Covington comes in for PJ Tucker. And Anthony subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Shot clock at 6. Matthews. The rebound by Grant.
And not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Rose. Good.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Brogdon the pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about Brogdon showing a little bit of the bunnies there?
Rose up on top. He's covered by Matthews. Outside Anthony. Rose back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Melo powering his way through the defense down there. He's used to that kind of contact throughout his career.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Marvin Williams. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Here's Matthews, and it's Matthews with the jam.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold, and then take what the defense gives you.
Rose surveying the D. And the rejection by Giannis. Grant against Matthews. Pass to Morris. Brogdon outside. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets leading by 6. Anthony left side. Over Morris. Another miss by Houston.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Lopez, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Rose against Matthews. Outside, Covington. Rose, good. Rose has got 17.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Giannis against Covington. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. It's good. This game is all even. 17 points in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Morris passes to Carmelo. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Morris. Brogdon outside. Back to Morris. Second chance shot. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Rose. Another miss by Houston. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Back to Giannis. Here's Morris. Some solid defense from Grant. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Houston Rockets.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
On the wing, Morris. Pass to Giannis. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there. Rockets trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Timeout called the Rockets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Brogdon outside. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose.
Grant's got some bursts. I mean, it's all out there, especially effective on getting to the shooters and making an impact.
Rose dishes to Carmelo. Puts it up from 15. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brogdon the pass to Lopez. Some solid defense from Grant.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And it's in there.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Rose kicks to Grant.
And Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
Giannis drives in, and Giannis throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few. Defended by McDermott. With the floater, and Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And Anthony sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Brook Lopez. Last season's performance for him, he averaged about 12 points per game last year, just over 2 blocks and 5 rebounds. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
Yeah, over this whole last stretch of games, he's been shutting down the lane with total authority. Impressive stuff.
So for the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant, and it's James Ennison for Anthony. Six to shoot. Here's McDermott, cans the 12-footer. And the Bucks lead by 1.
A good sign when McDermott gets his game going from the mid-range, trying to find some more ways to be effective there.
Rose finds Ariza. He gets that one. Ariza's got 7.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there's the pass to Bradley. Dishes it to Carter. Mitchell looking it over. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls. And so Bradley nails both of them. Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Double team on Rose. Harden has a wide open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Antetokounmpo passes to Bradley. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I mean, really, this is the evolution, the point forward concept in full display here tonight, as Giannis is becoming one of the more dominant versions of that.
Tucker, and it's blocked by Bradley. Now the Bucks moving it up. Giannis outside. Rose against Carter. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. Nice D from Rose. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Outside Rose. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Hits. Count that one from Ennis.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Bucks trail by 3. Giannis kicks to Carter. Here's Mitchell. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And here's Harden. He's got 8 from outside the arc. He doesn't hit that one. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even bet. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with an outstanding first quarter for Derrick Rose. He ended up with 17 points, 8 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what you think about the... And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Matthews in at the 3. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Bucks.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
The Rockets trail. Now here's Rose. Anthony, no one around. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's now 7 points for Carmelo Anthony. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Brogdon outside. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And so here is Houston. And here's Harden for 3. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 11 points.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Here's Mitchell. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Rockets leading by 3. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Up top, Brogdon. He's covered by Grant. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Here's over Covington. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Rose finds Grant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That is a good option. You could throw that ball just about anywhere. Even the top of the square. Jeremy Grant ripping one off.
Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Back to Brogdon. To the wing on the left. Lopez. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. James Harden, number 1. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an option either of those 2 guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Brogdon outside. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. That's now 8 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by the Rockets.
Stolen by Mitchell. Matthews, no one around him, kept alive. Here's Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
No good on the second free throw.
We talk a lot about Russell Westbrook and the way that he attacks every game. I think in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo might be the same way, just tenacious and full of energy, and he fills up the stats.
Pulls it up. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Bucks trail by 7. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Mitchell. Launches it. Rockets with the rebound. Grant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Anthony from the arc. And another 3 for Houston.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. Here's Mitchell, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Rose against Brogdon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Bucks. Williams, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Donovan Mitchell.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. Rebounded by Anthony.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Harden with room to shoot. The quick look, no good that time.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over a game.
Morris passes to Lopez. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And they pick up 2.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Brogdon against Rose. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 13-point game. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Gotta like what Rose has done in this one so far.
Well, they gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
And now a look at Robert Covington. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points per, just over 2 steals and 5 rebounds. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
Feeds to Grant. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Brook Lopez.
In the last few years, we've seen a nice leap from Jeremy Grant, including how effective he can be in that spot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
And Grant no good on that one. Not many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there? That
I don't want to get into the specifics.
Okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Rockets leading by 13. Outside Rose. Grant outside. Outside Covington. Here's Anthony. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts. Making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Grant. Reza comes in for Robert Covington. Ennis, he's checked in for James Harden. And Monte Morris subbed in for Derrick Rose. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Now here's Ennis. He's guarded closely. Morris against Williams. The offensive rebound. Second chance effort. Morris, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Pass to Tucker. Shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot. Tucker's got 6 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Morris against Brogdon. The kick out to Matthews. That one doesn't drop. And it's Houston the other way. And here comes Ariza. Late in the fast break. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got 3 assists now in this one. Bucks trail by 16. Brogdon outside. Over Morris. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
And Ariza, much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. First one falls for him. Bradley's checked in for Milwaukee. So he gets them both. And the Bucks with possession here. They trail by 18. Brogdon the pass to Bradley. Back to Brogdon, and they get it. Morris trying to free himself up. No good on the layup. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Morris, and again the Bucks miss.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Anthony with it. Brogdon picks him up. Bucks trail by 20. Outside Matthews. Back to Brogdon. Shot clock at 5. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Anthony. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Morris.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rockets leading by 18. Here's Anthony. Again, the miss by Anthony. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Anthony. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Anthony's got 15 points in just the second half. Brogdon outside. .110 left in the third quarter. Shot from 12. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
A good job there. Brogdon doesn't need much room. Has it there from the mid-range and knocks it down.
Here's Morris. The rebound by the Bucks.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
seconds as the Bucks gain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis comes in for Morris, and it's Mitchell in for Matthews. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mitchell kicks to McDermott. Bucks passing it around. Brogdon against Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And don't want to be careless around any point guard in the league. This time it's Brogdon, and he's capable of drawing that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Brogdon.
Brogdon being the rookie of the year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who could play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. Ariza outside. Hits it from three-point range. Ariza's got 14 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 12. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Way to fight, guys. Way to fight. That's all it is. That's all it is. Way to get on the floor. Way to go, guys.
Well, you can see, Greg, he sees the fighting spirit in his team right now.
Yeah, they're playing with energy and purpose. Coach sounds very pleased.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Trevor Ariza. E.J. Tucker is out there with Anthony. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Ennis in at the two guard. And he knocks down the first one.
And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor. No matter what's going on around, he's still going to be a gamer.
So he hits both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
McDermott passes to Bradley. Back to McDermott. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. Bradley can't get it to go.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
There's the lob at Tacumbo. An emphatic LU jam.
Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, just terrorizing the deep.
Ariza no look. Bucks trail by 14 to the inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
When you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
It's rebounded by Houston. Anthony's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Houston leading by 12. Now Ennis and the pass to Tucker. Baseline J on the way. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. James Harden, he's checked in for James Ennis. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Monte Morris. Here's Rose. Covington in the corner. Passes it to Ariza. Rose up on top. Covered by Giannis. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. And that one misses. Houston in the lead. Rose passes to Grant.
Hard to guard when he's that close. Grant really good at drawing the defense in to foul him.
And he makes the first. And Grant drops them both. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to McDermott. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Mitchell drops them both. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Rose against Brogdon. Rose double team. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Ariza outside. Rose against Brogdon. Grant outside. Pocket 6. Ariza kicks to Rose. Harden inside the three-point line, and he overshot that one, missing. Bucks trail by 5. For 3, Brogdon. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Double team on Rose. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Lopez outside. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him. Over Harden. They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul. Milwaukee making a switch. Matthews is checked in. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Brogdon the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Brogdon against Rose. Good D by Brogdon.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game. What? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
The shot's good from Lopez.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Covington inside the line. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Covington. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Mitchell. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Houston making a switch. Anthony's checked in. Rockets trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The Rockets again can't hit.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 4. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Brogdon. Inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Brogdon's a pretty gifted passer and trying to do a great job of heading up this offense from the point position.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 48.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Rose, that's good.
And that floater is something Rose has been comfortable with since he came into the league. It's only gotten better with time.
Lopez finds Brogdon. Mitchell against Harden. Mitchell is double. 6 to shoot. And here's Matthews from the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Anthony with it. Kicks it out to Harden. No good from outside.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. It's Matthews on the wing, covered by Anthony. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the plane.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Here is Harden. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. Rockets trail by 16. To the middle, here's Rose. And the rejection by Giannis. Deep two from Anthony, and that's good for two. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Catching and firing, Melo has it all working in this one.
Brogdon the pass to Lopez. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Mitchell finds Antetokounmpo, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Brogdon against Rose. Wants to get it to Grant and does. Doesn't go that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
And you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Tucker, nailed from three-point land.
And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Brogdon the pass to Lopez. Outside Matthews. There's the pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Wesley, nice win after the lap.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA.
Naayos ka.
Hindi.
Ikaw lang.
Kita kita.
Hindi ko pala naman.
Ang gaba ba? May ano ng mura. Ikot, pinakain ng balik. Buklag na ikot. Naniigit ng ikot. Very good. Hello. Hello. Belum nakita. Wait lang. Massage mo ako. Ayos na. Okay, hindi ka ngayon. Yari, yari, yari ka, yari, yari, yari ka, yari ka, yari ka, yari ka. Yari, yari, yari. That was a basic. Here. Basic motherfucker. Here. Hold it up.
This is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Brogdon out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Matthews in at the 3 spot. And for Houston, over on the wings, it's Harden paired with Melo. Grant is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. No good from Grant. Now Matthews. Stolen by Harden. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And it's Rose with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Down low, and the dunk by Grant.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm. And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid with them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Giannis. That one doesn't go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Harden missing his last shot, and it's Mitchell missing.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Ogden against Rose. Back to Anthony. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden, no good.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Ball's knocked loose. Giannis inside. Defended by Covington. Here's Giannis. And again, the Bucks miss. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man. Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo over Rose. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
You can learn a lot by watching him operating their offense.
Mitchell against Harden. And he converts the layup.
Quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Bucks. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Feeds it to Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Oh, boy, they like to redo that pass. I mean, bad way to lose a possession.
For Houston, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Pass to Anthony. Rose kicks to Harden. Grant against Lopez. Back to Harden. Yes, that goes in. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nobody takes more contact than Harden inside. Nobody's better at scoring through.
Brogdon outside. Now the pass to Mitchell. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mitchell. Over Harden. The shot missing. And the Rockets take it the other way. Outside Rose. Here's Anthony. Covington trying to break free. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Rose.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
They get it again. Antetokounmpo. And Grant sends it back. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of this game. That's good from Brook Lopez. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special, because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers.
And they kept fouling him. It only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
And here is Brogdon. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Lopez passes to Mitchell. Over Harden. Offensive rebound. Lopez, no luck.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Giannis has got his second basket of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the score by Houston. Brogdon kicks to Mitchell. It's Matthews on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Chalk up 2 there. Matthews has got his second bucket of the night.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
No question, G. I mean, it takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
Now here's Anthony. Offline from the top of the key.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Matthews passes to Brogdon. Pass to Giannis. The Rockets pull it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Brogdon after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Here's Mitchell. Here's Giannis. Here's Lopez. And finally they hit one.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Houston leading by 5. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better, and now a huge part of his arsenal.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Grant. Isa comes in for Robert Covington. Ennis, he's checked in for Anthony. And Monte Morris subbed in for Derrick Rose. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bradley's checked in for Lopez. Marcus Morris comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. McDermott's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Carter in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now, here is Morris. Harden missing his last shot. And he gets the bucket. Now just a three-point Rocket lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes to Tucker. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Not many folks thought that Tucker would have success as an NBA three-point shooter. And he's proven all of them wrong. He's got good range.
And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Carter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Mitchell against Harden. Pass to Tucker. Takes a three. Carter pulls it in.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on a reason.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he can't get the first one. Grizz, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him throwing the hoop, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot, set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn, you're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
Here is Carter. James Harden picking up that last basket. Carter looking around. He kicks it to McDermott. From deep three-point range. They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. James Harden, number 1. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an option either of those 2 guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Here is Harden. He's got 11. The pass to Ennis. A 3-ball. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. Morris against Carter. Now, here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on James Harden.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
And the first one drops. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
To the middle, here's Ariza. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, I love the way Ariza sticks it to the defense, out-muscling and out-working anyone in front.
Pass to McDermott. Bucks passing it around. Bradley kicks to Mitchell. For 3, it's good from long range. Mitchell's got 7.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Harden against Mitchell. It's Harden with the drive. The shot will not fall. Bradley with some nice D. Pass to Carter. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Mitchell missing. Bradley, and that one is stuffed right through.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Here's Ariza after the basket by Milwaukee. The Rockets with another miss. Stolen by Tucker. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
With the strength Tucker has, drawing contact means nothing to him. You can't rattle him. He's tough as nails.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Mitchell against Harden. Mitchell with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
James Harden getting it done for Houston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about seizing the moment.
This time isn't going to last long. We have a window. It goes by extremely fast. I cherish these moments. I embrace them.
Never a guarantee that the window will remain open.
And superstar players, let's face it, they're best remembered for their championships. It's all about the rings if you're James Harden.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
Trevor Ariza out there with Ennis. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Harden. And it's Morris in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bucks trail by 4. Pass to Bradley. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's the teardrop, and it's Carter missing.
Playing him tough inside, air preventing the layup. Now to get the whole team pumped up.
Shot by Ennis, nobody around. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Morris against Carter. The pass to Morris from deep. Offensive rebound. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Marvin Williams.
Well, over time, I would say Williams has morphed into a reliable small/power forward, especially in his rebound.
And Tucker kicks to Harden. To the inside. And the Rockets making a change here. Grant's checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Mitchell. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Just his first attempt. Rebound, Milwaukee. Bradley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brogdon against Morris. Carter outside. Left side, Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Lakers. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Carter missing.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Bradley. Pass to Brogdon. Bradley trying to break free. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Grant, that's good.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Brogdon outside. Good D by Ariza.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Morris. Knocks it loose. Williams dishes to Bradley. Back to Williams. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Wonderful concentration from the agile Williams. He's terrific at getting whatever shot he wants down low.
Ennis passes to Morris. Grant outside. A floater, and the layup is good. Grant's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Rockets.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team, maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shoot under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. For the Rockets, Robert Covington's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Anthony comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ennis. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Bradley. Giannis comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Matthews in for Carter. Brogdon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
That free throw good from Brogdon. It's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now, here's Rose. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And finished off by Rose.
And defensively, you've got to play Rose for the drive. You let him get to the rim, and he'll throw it down on your head.
Stolen by Grant. Rose looking around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Morris against Matthews. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Rockets leading by 8. This is it to Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Anthony. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Morris. Now the dish to Matthews. Back to Morris. It's Matthews on the wing. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Milwaukee the rebound.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get this one.
Grant, that's good.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Brogdon the pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Brogdon against Rose. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. McDermott's checked in. And so here is Houston. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Grant. Houston moving the ball around. From deep, Rose knocks down the 3-ball. Rose has got 5 points now this quarter.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Morris against Brogdon. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Chris, this year pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. The Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
He hits both from the stripe.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Rose in the post. He's covered by Matthews.
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it down.
Brogdon against Morris. And here is Brogdon. Here's Giannis. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight. Rockets leading by 9. Anthony down low. That's tipped. McDermott with the steal. Giannis inside. Working on Rose. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Rockets. Over Matthews. Rose can't hit.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And Matthews kicks to Brogdon. The shot off that time, and it's Houston the other way.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Morris looking over the floor. And there's the pass to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Morris, no good. Bucks trail by 7. Giannis left side. The turnaround J, and the shot goes down. Giannis has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Grant outside. Lopez with the block.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
Brogdon outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Pass to Anthony. 1:19 left in the first half of the game. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets. The Bucks also with the sub. Mitchell's checked in. Both free throws good from Anthony.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Bucks passing it around. Giannis high post. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Rose passes to Anthony. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
35 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Anthony kicks to Rose. Back to Anthony. Matthews against Harden. Nice shot from 10 feet out. 15 points in the game.
There's the dilemma. You want to stop Harden from getting all the way to the rim, but he can also just rise and fire. Oh,
wow! Nice! And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Rockets ahead, leading by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're over-shifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Mitchell is out there with Brogdon. And it's Matthews in at the small forward. They get a hand on it. Rose, that's good. Rose has got 9.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Outside Matthews. Brogdon outside. Passes it to Giannis. And that's going to be a travel.
And now look at Robert Covington. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 13 points a game. Just over 2 steals and 5 rebounds. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
His nose for the ball has never been better. I mean, Greg, his transition defense really stands out. If you get careless in the open court, he'll make you pay.
Anthony can't hit.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling. Oh, you see that? Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. 3-pointer. A 3-pointer is right on target. 9 points in the game so far.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Covington. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hits the 3-point bomb. That's 12 points for Carmelo Anthony.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Logged in the pass to Lopez. Kicks it to Mitchell. Inside. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Anthony against Giannis. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. The pass to Matthews. Loads it up for Giannis. Brogdon against Covington. Mitchell outside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Anthony left side. rejection by Giannis. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Bucks. The three from Anthony. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Brogdon kicks to Lopez. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one is off. Rockets leading by 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev, it's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Ennis, he's checked in for the Rockets. Marvin Williams is checked in for the Bucks. Grant against Brogdon. The feed to Williams. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Rose. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
And he makes the first. Bradley's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Rose drops them both.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 08, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
Passes it to Mitchell. Goes up on the high post, and the shot goes in. Mitchell's got 13.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Rose against Brogdon. Shoots over Brogdon. Tries it again. And Rose with the lay-in. He's got 13.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now Bradley, 8 points for him. Back to Brogdon. And Covington sends it back. Morris kicks to Mitchell. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Morris does a great job keeping his head up, finding his teammate for quality shots.
Rose against Brogdon. Rose, good. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Williams. Morris looking over the floor. Here's Mitchell. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Rose in the post. He's guarded by Brogdon. And it's Rose missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Williams dishes to Morris. Clock at 6. Williams passes to Mitchell. From deep. Rebound by Ennis. Ennis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harden's shot is good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And he makes that one. Mitchell's got 21 in the game.
Now, he's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he's starting to settle in.
Now a timeout called by Houston. So for the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Reza comes in for Robert Covington. And Monte Morris subbed in for Rose. Morris dishes to Tucker. That one misses. Bradley with some nice D to the paint. And here we go with Morris running it up the court.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Brogdon against Morris. Brogdon the pass to Williams. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's just a masterful use of the pick and roll. Williams capitalizing at whatever the D gives him in these type of sets.
And the Bucks making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former #2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Good luck in stopping hard tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
Williams finds Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. The three from Harden. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by McDermott. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Bucks. Harden against Mitchell. Harden kicks to Ennis. No good on the three. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Now the pass to Mitchell. This is to Williams. For the lead, he lays it in. Williams has got 13.
Well, the grit Williams played with is admirable. You love how he finishes despite getting roughed up a little bit.
Here's Harden. 2 points. That one goes.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Harden against Mitchell. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Harden against Mitchell. Harden draws the double. Tucker the pass to Ennis. That one good for 2. Ennis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, well, that's what I like to see from Tucker. Head up, looking to use his teammates. He's a smart player. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Brogdon with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Here's McDermott. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Mitchell. Over Harden. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
It's stolen by Ariza. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams. The Bucks shooting straight 49% from the field. 1:29 left to play here in the third. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break, pushing it up. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system they're in now, it just isn't getting it done.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for James Ennis. Milwaukee also making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Williams. Antetokounmpo comes in for Morris. And it's Matthews in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. .102 left in the third. The three from Harden. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Harden against Matthews. Giannis inside. He's got 26. And Anthony sends it back. Harden outside. Pass to Morris. And Tucker gets to Ariza. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's deflected. Stolen by Harden. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Unloads. Nice jump shot. Good. Harden's got 30. Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. A grand total of 28 points. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
How about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Filling out the wings, it's Harden and Ariza. Anthony is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Morris in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Mitchell against Harden. In the corner, it's McDermott. Misses the 3. And it's Ariza with the ball for Houston. Trailing by 2. Pass to Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Rockets.
What about the vision of Ariza just slashing the D apart with his passing?
Mitchell looking it over. Deflects the pass. And Anthony sends it back. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Ariza passes to Carmelo. Over Mitchell. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got 11 in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Harden against Mitchell. Trying to get open is Lopez. And it's Mitchell missing. Houston in the lead. Here's Morris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Mitchell, rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harden draws the double. Ariza outside. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks trail by 4. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Houston making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And even though, Chris, he isn't the athletic dynamo he once was, the length of Ariza is always a factor.
Yeah, I mean, for years now, Ariza has been a nuisance for opposing scorers with his reach. And, Kevin, you know he's great at contesting shots, and he's good for at least 1 or 2 takeaways a game.
Robert Covington's checked in for Houston. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
It's good. And that's now 6 points for Wesley Matthews.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Rose with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Anthony's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Mitchell missing. Rockets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And that one's good, Anthony.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And the pass to Lopez. Back to Matthews. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, easy call.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Grant, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Brogdon, he's checked in for the Bucks. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Rose against Matthews. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. And the turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Lopez. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Mitchell outside. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And here's Matthews with a 3. Here's Giannis. And he hits it to tie the game up. Giannis has got 10 points here in the second half. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Harden draws the double. And the dunk by Grant.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Back to Brogdon. Down low. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Rose in the post. He is guarded by Brogdon. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Grant. Rose dishes to Grant. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists tonight.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. And Matthews kicks to Mitchell. Got a piece of it. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Rose.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only 1 bucket in 5 attempts.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Timeout called the Rockets. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Anthony against Matthews, and finished off by Rose. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Mitchell against Harden. Mitchell is double. The wide open look here for Lopez. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Ready to shoot once he catches it. Lopez has tremendous confidence in his scoring ability.
Back to Rose. It's over Brogdon. And it's Rose missing. Bucks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Passes it to Lopez. Back to Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. Boy, he just hasn't been able to get his shot to fall. Here's Anthony. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee in the lead. Mitchell outside. Pass to Matthews. Brogdon outside. There's the pass to Mitchell. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. The jump hook, and it's good. 2 points. Lopez has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. Free throw drops for Rose. For Milwaukee, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Antetokounmpo passes to Brogdon. Back to Giannis. Lopez outside. That's a 2 from Matthews. And rebounds again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over again.
Matthews scanning the floor. Pass to Giannis. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Here's Mitchell. Offensive rebound. The layup off target.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Locked in the pass to Lopez. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. The shot by Brogdon wide open. It's rebounded by Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. And here's Harden for 3. Good D by Mitchell.
The more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
Antetokounmpo against Covington. Lopez kicks to Brogdon. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the jam by Harden.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Bucks trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Mitchell wide open. And again, the Bucks miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Goes up on the wing. The shot by Anthony, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Over in the corner, Rose. Lots of room. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 2-point game. to tie it up. And the layup is up and in. Giannis has got 8 here in the quarter.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Mitchell against Harden. To the middle. There's Covington. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 8th assist in the game.
What a calm player. I mean, Covington, even in high-stakes situations, he feels comfortable firing away.
Brogdon the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. You fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Anthony nowhere around. That one wide left. Mitchell up top to take the lead. And no good that time. Good D by Harden. Inside, Grant. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make some shots.
They throw good. James Harden.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double, that was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
Timeout called the Bucks. They trail by 3. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden with it. Harden draws the double. The 3 from Anthony. Buries it from 3-point range. Now it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 6. 5 seconds left in the fourth. Seconds left in the game. For 3, Brogdon, and the miss. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Rob, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and
Oi. Bigode mo lang. Bigode. Bigode. Wala. Biligan. Marami yan.
Clark, you and I were looking at the rosters. Both these teams very deep, so there's a lot of fouls to give tonight.
Yeah, that's a great observation by you, Kevin. And when you have that kind of circumstance where your bench is deep, it allows you, I think, to bring an aggressive mindset in terms of how you're going to defend and how you're not going to allow easy baskets because you're able to foul and not be so concerned about foul trouble.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Brogdon out there with Mitchell. And it's Matthews in at the small forward. And Giannis gets it to go.
And with each season, Antetokounmpo continues to polish up his post game. He's got such a nice high release on the shot, and at his size, virtually impossible to block it.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
That free throw good from Anthony.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Now here's Lopez. And Grant sends it back. Rockets on offense. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Covington's shot is off.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Giannis. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers. Floats one up. Rebound by Mitchell.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Brogdon from 8 feet away. He drops it in.
Brogdon does a nice job using his body close to the basket. He's a strong guard who knows what to do down there.
Grant kicks to Harden. Grant outside. Shot clock at 5. Over Lopez. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Man, that is almost the perfect arc on that mid-range J from Grant. You can see evidence of the work he's put into improving that jump shot of his.
Now, here's Brogdon. Here's Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And it's 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Rockets trail by 3. Outside Rose from deep. Harden gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Harden is a laser, a straight-out gunner from deep. Has confidence in his long ball, and you know the defense has to get out on him from out there.
Passes it to Giannis. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
And there's the pass to Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Morris is checked in for Matthews. Morris kicks to Mitchell. Giannis outside. From downtown, that shot no good. And it's Houston the other way. Anthony, the pass to Rose. Back to Anthony. Houston needs to get a shot. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Brogdon. Mitchell wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Lakers. Bounce pass from Rose. Anthony kicks to Harden. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Harden's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Houston. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contributions, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Giannis, and that one is good. That's 7 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Now, here's Lopez. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. They get it again, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Hey, offensive rebounding, positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Anthony's shot is off. Bucks have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Morris passes to Brogdon. Back to Morris. It's rebounded by Houston. Rose in the post. He's guarded by Brogdon. Bucket is good. Grant's got his second bucket.
The superb work ethic of Grant. My, what a nice, soft touch inside.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Mike D'Antoni. The Bucks got the better of them in the first meeting, and I asked Coach what adjustments he planned to make this time around. He said, we have to make them take tougher shots. If we give them clean looks outside, they'll just pick us apart. If we don't get a hand up on each shot, it'll get ugly in a hurry. Well, let's see if they can take those words and turn them into action tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Harden missing his last shot. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Robert Covington picks one up. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Grant. Reza comes in for Robert Covington. Ennis, he's checked in for Anthony. And Monte Morris subbed in for Rose. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Carter comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Carter against Morris. Harden outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 8 points.
I don't know too many guys who have the skill and attacking mentality that Harden does. I mean, he's only got one thing on his mind, and that's scoring the basketball.
Now here is Carter. Giannis kicks to Mitchell. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's guarded closely.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Morris against Carter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. James Harden, #1. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
The first one falls.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And Morris drops them both. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Giannis. And Harden wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Pass to Ennis. Harden with it. 8 points for him. It's stolen by Morris. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. It's stolen by Ariza. Teardrop shot, and there's Ennis on the assist by Ariza.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Morris against Carter. On the wing, Giannis. No good on that one. Rockets trail by 3. Poked away. Pass break, Milwaukee. McDermott, no one around him, but they get it back. Offensive rebound, and Antetokounmpo. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Leaves the dishes to Morris. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Antetokounmpo kicks to Carter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Mitchell looking it over. Takes the 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Morris. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket is good. 10 points for James Harden.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Mitchell. And here's Carter. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
A nice shot by Carter.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the shot is good. 12 points for James Harden.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Passes to Giannis. He kicks to Mitchell. Launches a three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Harden. The 10-footer finds the target. Harden's got 14 points for the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Antetokounmpo passes to Morris. He can't get that one. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll return shortly. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamanos. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So it's the Bucks now. It's a 5-point game. Morris is out there with Harden. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Ennis in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
I think he's got to keep working on his interior game. Doug McDermott showing he wants to be more than just an outside shooter. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Carter dishes to Bradley. Kicks to Matthews. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside, Tucker. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Tucker's got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him. You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And Clark, last year Harden was quoted in saying most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
Good on the second free throw. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Carter against Morris. Knocked away. Stolen by Tucker. To the left side wing. And some nice passing there by Houston. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Wesley Matthews picks one up. For Houston, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Shooting two.
That free throw, no good for the Rockets. Robert Covington's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Anthony comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for James Ennis. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Carter. And he sinks the second. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Matthews passes to Brantley. Brogdon with it. With the teardrop. Second shot opportunity. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And checking out some numbers for Malcolm Brogdon. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 15 points per. 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Houston. Trailing by 4.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Matthews against Morris. Baseline jumper. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And Matthews unafraid to let it fly from the mid-range now. A consistent score from this area of the floor.
Rose against Matthews. From the baseline. The Rockets with another miss. Bucks leading by 6. McDermott for 3. The rebound by Grant.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Rose against Matthews. Rose passes to Anthony. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's Brogdon. Back to McDermott. Outside Matthews. 4 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Brogdon. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Brogdon's got his second bucket of the night.
He's very good at exploiting the defense. Brogdon is excellent at finishing off these drives.
Here's Anthony. Shoots over McDermott. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Carmelo Anthony. Brogdon against Morris. And it's Brogdon off the drive. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Brogdon's got 6.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And so here is Houston after the basket by Milwaukee. Matthews against Rose, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
When Rose is attacking, guys, I mean, the defense has to act. He puts them on their heels.
All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. The free throw drops for Rose.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there, and that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Bradley, and it's Mitchell in for Wesley Matthews. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Bucks leading by 7. Brogdon outside. And the pass to Williams. Mitchell against Covington. And Covington sends it back. Rose goes in, and Rose throws it down.
You know, once he starts going downhill, Rose is impossible to stop. He doesn't settle for simple layups. He's throwing that thing down.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 6. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. Brogdon's got 8.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Brogdon. Pass to Rose. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname.
And Mitchell drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
The Rockets have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Rose.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 21.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Rose passes to Covington. It's 2-on-1. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Anthony. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. On the wing, Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Rose passes to Carmelo. Over Morris. And that one goes long.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And that one drops for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics. Giannis is doubled. Mitchell outside. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defender something extra to think about.
Now here's Rose. And here's Harden for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Reza comes in for Robert Covington. And it's James Ennison for Carmelo Anthony. Both good from the line that time. Rockets trail by 13. And here's Rose. He's got 6. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Good work there as it goes. 15 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Here's Mitchell, following the score by Derrick Rose. 14 feet away, and that one hits back iron. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Hits out that one from Ennis.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Rose against Carter. Morris looking over the floor. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. .129 left to play here in the half. Kicks it out to Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris dishes to Carter. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Carter's got his 2nd bucket tonight. Rockets trail by 13. Harden lets up. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Carter, the pass to Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
To the paint, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
Here's Rose. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Morris dishes to Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden.
And really, Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. I mean, he's always in attack mode. He really forces the defense's hand. He keeps pressure on them at all times.
Free throw good. Giannis.
You know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it. He passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. And the jam by Harden.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast. Which basically means he's tireless. Even when he's carrying the whole offense, he's got great energy and stamina.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 13. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially on forced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Ernie, do not take this the wrong way, but the freak got freaky as usual. Can rise above anyone, gets whatever shot he wants, plus he's a tremendous team leader, both through words and action.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Brogdon. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot.
And just a smooth jumper, something Morris entered the league with, but now he's hitting it with more consistency.
Here's Anthony. Rebounded by the Bucks. Brogdon's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Bucks leading by 17. And Clark, many fans thought Brook Lopez might have lost it after his stint with Los Angeles, but you know, he was reborn after joining the Bucks.
Yeah, sometimes a fresh start re-energizes you and helps you change your game. This guy was, though, a 20-point scorer a night in the past, so he can put it in the basket. He didn't get those kind of numbers with the Bucks, but really was exactly what they needed as a big guy who could shoot the three and also be a rim protector inside.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Now here's Lopez. Morris passes to Lopez. That one drops for him. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Stolen by Brogdon, and they're running. The 10-footer. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Lopez. Lopez has got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Grant. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Brogdon against Rose. Passes it to Morris. 4 on the shot clock. Poked loose. Covington with the steal. Harden kicks to Rose. No good that time. Good D by Mitchell.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Now here's Rose. 10 points for him.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10, right at him, get to the rack.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, Rose is a marvelous athlete who's really good at taking it to the cup, and he's hard to cover because of that.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And the first one at the line is good. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
Now here's Matthews. 5 on the clock. Here's Bradley. Rebound by Rose. The Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Grant, that's good.
And Grant really embraces contact, relishes it, as a matter of fact. He has no fear going to the rim or going into a shot.
Brogdon at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Covington. No points in the game yet for him. Out to Morris. The pass to Rose. Houston moving the ball around. The 3 from Anthony. That one's not going to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Morris against Brogdon. Rebounded by Rose. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Houston. Got that one up quick. And that's 18 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And Matthews gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
Brogdon the pass to Matthews. Pass to Brantley. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Grant. To the middle. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
And Brogdon, here we go. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, guys, Brogdon not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game.
So for the Rockets, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Reza comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Ennis in for Rose. Now, here is Morris. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Morris has got 5 now.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Ariza has the open look, but they recover it. The offensive rebound and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Marvin Williams.
Yeah, hard to corral the energy that P.J. Tucker plays with, and he gets in there and mixes it up, and he'll go to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both free throws good from Tucker.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Rockets trail by 17. Bulls from the top of the key. The shot by Anthony, no good. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Brogdon outside. Up again, and it's Bradley on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 19.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Inside, Anthony makes it off the glass. Anthony's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Brogdon against Morris. Pass to Matthews. It's tipped. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 6 points for him.
Matthews strong and confident, able to finish through tough defense there.
Ennis gets to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. For the three. Traps in the tray.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Morris against Brogdon. The feed to Williams. And it's good for two. Williams has got his second bucket.
And at 6'9" now, Williams is a threat to score the ball inside, so you got to keep him out of the paint.
Ariza outside. Pass to Morris. Here's Anthony. He's guarded by Brogdon. Pulls up on the elbow, and it's Houston with another.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Bradley. Back to Brogdon. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
It's nice to see when Brogdon doesn't settle for the layup, instead going in there to finish with power.
The pass to Carmelo. Back to Ariza. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Brogdon the pass to Bradley. Back to Brogdon. To the paint. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Here's Matthews. Lays it up and banks it in. Matthews has got 6 points in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Milwaukee leading by 18. Now McDermott. He kicks it to Matthews. Pass to Brogdon. Matthews left side. Over Anthony. They get the rebound. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got his third basket of the night right there.
I tell you what, the energy Williams showed there paid off on the offensive glass.
Now here's Ennis. 5 points in the game. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Ennis. That's 28 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 16, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon. Here is Harden. 17 seconds left in the third. Jacks up a three. He's off on that one. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bucks lead by 18. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Ennis out there with Harden. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Anthony in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And the Greek Freak, boy, I tell you, certainly gets the green light. I mean, from that position especially. He's really developed into a nice scorer from that spot on the floor.
Now, here is Harden. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology, if you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right, right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Rose against Matthews. Here's the floater. And Rose with the lay-in.
How about the touch right there, guys? I mean, when Rose gets a chance to go with the floater, he takes advantage of it.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Bucks. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside Matthews.
Yeah, not a lot of success for them from three-point range here in the second half.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Now here's Rose. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Drills it from outside. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll.
Oh, what a finish!
My goodness.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the Rookie of the Year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Now here's Lopez. Dishes it to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, and it is one sight to see. That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Houston making some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Jeremy Grant. Cephalosha comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Jordan McRae in for James Harden. And then for Milwaukee, Kyle Korver. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Jacob Evans comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Carter in for Matthews. Bucks leading by 22. Giannis inside. Defended by Covington. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's a outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question, because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
Here's Evans after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And Covington sends it back. And the jam by Harden.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Now, here's Brogdon. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Now here's Evans. Harden missing his last shot. Evans inside. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Tipped away. Matthews with the steal. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rose kicks to Anthony. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 32 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Down low, here's Evans, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Rose double team. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Harden against Evans. It's Brogdon on the wing. From 10 feet out, connects, the jumper drops.
You've got to defend Brogdon from mid-range. That guy is reliable from that distance.
To the inside, here's Tucker. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Harden finds Anthony. Now Tucker. Harden surveying the D. The tray. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 7 rebounds in the game. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Anthony. Clark, do you think we in the media overemphasize championship rings when talking about an individual player's legacy?
Yeah, I think when you talk about an individual player's legacy, a player can be a champion without a championship ring. I know there's another level of champion which includes a championship ring, and sometimes it gets distorted in my estimation because an individual only has so much impact on a team being a championship team. There are no individual team champions. Teams win championships. Being a key player or a role player on the championship team is certainly worthy of recognition and being held in high esteem, but I don't like to see championship caliber players being diminished in the court of public opinion because they didn't win a team championship ring.
Like Stockton and Malone.
Exactly. You could go down the list, a number of guys who just weren't, for whatever reason, able to get the ultimate in a team championship, but had championship Hall of Fame careers.
Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Now here's Brogdon. Outside Matthews. Lopez outside. It's Matthews on the wing. Reza covering. Second chance effort. Stolen by Tucker. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. And the shot is long. Milwaukee leading by 23. Here's Mitchell. The shot, no good. Rose with some nice D. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Harden gets the bucket.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
Now, here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Kevin and Greg, I tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Now, here's Mitchell. Harden missing his last shot. Mitchell passes to Lopez. Over Harden. It's rebounded by Houston.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rose kicks it to Tucker. Houston moving the ball around to the left wing. Rose against Mitchell. And the rejection by Giannis. Matthews passes to Brogdon. Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now let's get an injury update on Carmelo Anthony from our David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Rockets' head athletic trainer. He's got a pinched nerve in his shoulder, basically a stinger, and he's lost all sense of motion in his arm. And, of course, that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're going to close them out here for the second time this year. This gives them a season series lead of 2-0 with just one game left to play against the Rockets.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Off the inbound pass. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you.